I've done separate reviews on all these cafes in this series, but I thought, well, why not just have a look at all of them on one particular day, a nice sunny Saturday, and see what the bike parking looks like? How is it being used? How many cyclists are turning up at these cafes? And are they actually using the bike parking? This place, they actually have good bike parking down next to the station, and it rarely gets used because it's in the wrong spot. As you can see, these cyclists have just taken their bikes into the seating area where they can keep an eye on them, rather than parking them around the corner where they can't see them. So this is one of these classic cases of bike parking needs to be visible. If it's not directly in your line of sight, people just aren't going to use it. Even the little kids' bikes are going to be parked there because people don't want to risk having them stolen or having bits stolen off them. That happens as well. Okay, we're down at Market Space. Different story here. The bike parking is very visible to people sitting outside, so it obviously gets well used. And I'm not going to, unfortunately, get a chance to come down here and try their aperitivo one day. Maybe next time I'm here. But it's an after 5 o'clock thing. The orange box. Yes, the bike parking here is generally very, very well used. And again, because it's in a highly visible location. And you can sit and keep an eye on your bike and know that someone's not going to come along and steal your lights or your Garmin or whatever. And of course, it's not just bikes that people are bringing down here, surfboards and boogie boards and scooters and all sorts of stuff. And I think this is a classic case of urban design that Canada Bay Council could learn a lot from about how to activate a space. I guess that's what the term is. We seem to be absolutely terrible in a lot of places in Sydney at actually working out how to make a space get used by people doing all sorts of stuff. And look, maybe they've got an advantage here that they're by the beach. What I didn't realise as I was filming this, that's actually what was a yoga session. It looked like a kid's yoga session. It only struck me afterwards that they were all doing this kind of rhythmic thing, which is obviously what you do when you're doing yoga and you've got an instructor telling you to do certain moves. But just look at that. That's a typical weekend. This wasn't a special event or anything like that. That's what happens every time I've been down here on a weekend. It's just amazing. It just shows, I guess, how community is built by communities, not by local governments or state governments setting up a program to develop, community in inverted commas. I mean, I guess it gives people with an arts degree a job, but doesn't actually achieve much. So political rant over. But let's just duck down to the next place, Bib and Tucker, where I've never been. And I just did this as an afterthought because I actually saw the flag there of that kid trailer. And I thought, oh, what's that? Oh, there's bike parking there. Didn't realise that was there. And came up and had a look, and you can see how close they are. Also pulled past Daisy's. I've done a review on this, and when I was here, there were only like half a dozen people. Boy, this place was doing good business on a Saturday, that's for sure. And just for fun, I thought I'd have a look at the original Dome Cafe in Subiaco. This is where it all started 30 odd years ago. And they've still got the original bike parking out the front. So although they've moved on from this place, I don't know why they moved, but I guess you could say it was not the lack of bike parking which led to their demise at this spot.